Me and my friend looked at each other, and we both had this idea that, okay, we did hear a gun. I was nervous. I was just super confused.
My sister texted me saying that she's scared and that she loves me.
Well, today marks 1 week since the deadly shooting at Ingraham High School, and the two teens accused in that shooting death of a 17-year-old Ingraham High School student last week faced a judge for the very first time in King County today.
We're also, for the first time, learning some new details about the victim and hearing how this murder has rocked his family. Fox 13 News reporter Steve Kiggins live at King County Child and Family Justice Center in Seattle with those new details. Steve?
Yeah, David and Jamie, the victim's family here shared letters with the court, their impact statements read aloud into the record by a victim's advocate. And they talked about this, how this, the grief that they're going through. They also described this 17-year-old victim as Ebenezer Haley, that he was fun-loving and he was warm and he liked to hang out with his friends. And they also said he deserves justice.
News, our client is 14 years old and he is presumed innocent.
The judge handling today's arraignment for both suspects said Fox 13 News cameras would be allowed to record the hearing, but also that the 14 and 15-year-old suspects would not be allowed to be photographed in court. Both suspects were arrested in connection to a shooting at Ingraham High School last week. Seattle police say that started as a fight in a bathroom over a handgun in one of the students' backpacks. 17-year-old Ebenezer Haley's family posted this GoFundMe account online, asking for help during their crisis. The 14-year-old suspected shooter, Trayvon French, is charged with firearms violations and first-degree premeditated murder. That's why Fox 13 News is naming him. In the courtroom, French's family sat quietly through the hearing. It's the first time many saw the boy since last week's arrest. A victim advocate from the Seattle Police Department read aloud victim impact statements in court as the judge weighed whether to release both people on bond.
I don't feel safe for myself or my family, and am grieving for my nephew. We need justice for my nephew, Ebenezer Haley.
The judge ordered French held until his next hearing in January. The parents for the 15-year-old boy who was allegedly arrested with a murder weapon last week was also in court. They declined interviews with Fox 13, and while prosecutors and defense attorneys agree the crimes each boy is accused of are serious, Judge Rothrock insisted the 15-year-old is not being considered as an accomplice to murder.
He is not charged with committing or planning in advance the violence that is alleged to have been committed by TF. I am not holding him in detention as an accomplice. The state has not charged him as an accomplice.
Now, prosecutors also officially requested justices here to consider their ask to try French as an adult due to those charges. We were told that process could take weeks. They did not decide on that today. Now, both the 14 and 15-year-old suspects were also denied a chance to be released until this trial gets underway. The judge said she was denying their release because of concern for public safety. Their next hearing for this trial is scheduled in January. We're live in Seattle tonight. Steve Kiggins, Fox 13 News.